Where did I go? Oh, right. Do the thing. There. Now I should display. Yep, there I am. It's a me. J-Neck. So today we're playing The Binding of Isaac. And the reason we're playing The Binding of Isaac is because it's one of my favorite video games of all time. Um, it's a horror game. It's not a clean game. It's got poop and blood, and you just you just get used to it after a while. After a while, you just hate how much those things are killing you, and whatever they were originally no longer matters. So, um, I am a somewhat decent player of The Binding of Isaac. Uh, I 100%ed the game in both the original, in the base game, and in Afterbirth. However, I went through some stuff, and I had to replay some sections. So, we're playing on Repentance Plus. I have every character but Tainted Jacob and Tainted Forgotten unlocked. And we're currently trying to complete the list of challenges. The one I want to complete most is Ultra Hard, because I want to be able to play Samson correctly. And they locked his trinket behind what to me has been the hardest challenge of the entire game, and I am including April Fools in that. And Solar System, which it says I haven't completed, but I did complete it, just not on this run, on this account. So, it says it turns out when you start a new installation of The Binding of Isaac, like from a fresh save, you can import your achievements. And that gets you the unlocks for things, but you don't get completion marks for them. I don't know if that's gonna someday keep me from getting a dead god. It would suck. I kind of don't really plan on going that far with it. I do want all the characters. I do want to clear the hardest content the game has to offer. To me, that's Ultra Hard, Tainted Lazarus, Lost, and Tainted Lost. Those are what make the game hard. Once you've unlocked most of the stuff available in Repentance, the game gets a lot easier, especially once you start getting Tainted clears. So, yeah. Ultra Hard. The rules of Ultra Hard are that you do not get health, and you do not get uh, donation machines. You can get health from items that give health, but health does not ever drop in the world. And instead of dropping health, it instead drops nothing, making marked rocks almost useless and making me very sad. I've made 2 ultra hard attempts previously. My last one, I got to the depths with Scapular. I took a hit, and my cat jumped up on my desk. That knocked me down to half a heart without me getting back my soul heart from Scapular, and I died to a room filled with brimstone lasers. I think they're called gapers, something like that. Anyway, they murdered me. It was not fun. And that's where we're at. I have the Prime Offender from last night curled up on my lap here, and he hopefully won't cause us any more trouble. Alright, let's get into it. So, right. Not only do you not get any item or any health, but also you're inflicted with 4 of the game's curses. So, all maps are doubled in size. This is actually a really good item to start with. Um, they're all doubled in size, but you have half the number of floors to clear. All items are hidden to your sight. You can randomly be sent to different rooms, including shops and item rooms. And I cannot see my map at any time. I don't think these curses can be negated, but I don't actually know. So, the goal of Isaac is, of course, to reach an ending. And what ending you get depends on what you kill last during the run. We are going for, I believe the colloquial name for him is Mega Stan. He's a big demon. And he's got a lot of friends. So, the Binding of Isaac has a lot of what are called spawners. And spawners are the bane of every Isaac player's existence, because they have the ability to keep generating more enemies. And the more enemies there are, the more time it takes to clear a room. If you take too long to clear a room, and this is something I learned only from playing Ultra Hard, which is why I put it as my most difficult challenge to clear of the challenges, because none of the others ever pushed me this far. If you take too long to clear a room, it will just open the doors for you and take pity on you. Which I didn't know was a thing. So. Now, certain elements in Isaac are less grotesque than others. Although, one of the elements that I personally didn't mind before got a lot worse in the Dross, which is a set of levels added during Repentance. And also, there's supposed to be a new update coming out next month for Repentance Plus. That'll rebalance some items. That'd be fun. Chubs in the basement. That's terrifying. These little guys have so much HP. And again, the whole point of Ultra Hard is that I do not get any health. So, if we take a hit at the wrong time, we're not feeling very good. I'm going to try to get some money here. I'm going to fail. Looking for Swallowed Penny. That's not Swallowed Penny. Actually, did we want Swallowed Penny? Probably not on hindsight. It only triggers off of taking damage, and we really cannot afford to allow that to happen. I also don't think special rooms can spawn during Ultra Hard. And then the last rule of it is that any monster which could be a champion variant will be a champion variant. And champion variants have massively increased health and do double damage. They also usually have some other bonus effect tacked on top of that. We are playing with EID enabled. I don't think I have a single other gameplay mechanic affecting mod turned on. We have specialists for good items, some other silly stuff. Bursting sack triggers on damage. Oh, and the reason why the spiders are a weird grayish color is because I have bursting sack. Bursting sack makes spiders less aggressive to the player. I want to just blow up more pots. It's kind of hard to find secret rooms when you don't have access to your map. I've found pretty much everything at this point. That's interesting. I think we will be going for that. So, the thing with these spikes is you can thread between them. Doing so tends to be a huge pain. Well, in the end, it absolutely was not worth it. I could have done a tech there, but I did not. Technically, you only have to enter into the spikes. You don't have to exit them if you don't want to. But yeah, God's Flesh seems like it's going to be pretty good here. Considering it allows me to kill any base enemy once they're shrunk by stepping on them. Just kind of ignoring their giant health pool. We will be putting out any fires we see as we go. I'm not going for boss rush here. Mostly because I wouldn't get any health back during that fight. It doesn't seem worth it. Which means, as much as I can at least, we'll be trying to full clear. And I didn't need that health cart container anyway. It was already gone. So that's fine. I feel like I have run into more health down pills while doing this challenge than I have in the last, like, 2 weeks of playing this game. So, that's been the thing. Now we're up against the Duke of Flies, who is kind of a non-boss. He's considered the weakest boss in the game. He did just hit me there, so, you know. I need to pay more attention. It's hard to talk and focus at the same time. Or at least more so than I was expecting. Don't normally have any issues with this guy. But my lack of damage and him being a champion makes things a bit more difficult. So the other thing with the Duke is that he only has a certain number of flies he can spit out at a time. And he himself does not have very much HP. So if you can just dodge and weave around the flies, the fight does not take as long. So these black flies here, if I'm able to, I will show something cool off with them. This is going to take a long time. So, ow! That jerk! He was discolored. Anyway, so black flies. Yeah, these guys. They can't hurt you. In fact, they're totally harmless. I don't even know why they count as enemies. They're taking me away. Anyway. They die in one hit. So, that gives me back a heart container, and it heals me by a heart. Now we're fighting my favorite boss! It's Pin! I don't know if he's my actual favorite, but he's definitely high up on the list. I like me some Pin. I don't care for needles, though. But Pin's great. He's dynamic. You can never predict him. But he doesn't annihilate your soul, so to speak. Pin's out here for a good time, not a long time. Solid boss. That, however, is pretty much worthless. Range and shot speed are things that you want to have a little bit of, but you don't need much of. Ideally, you get them through eating pills. Oh, cool! And it threw on an extra Curse of Darkness on top of the 4 I already had. No, that's great. Really. So, the last 2 times I've attempted this, chubs have absolutely been the bane of my existence. Cannot put into words how much these little guys have been a problem for me. I also can't believe I'm actually using God's Flesh for something. This is like a quality 1 item. But, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures and all that. So that's a naturally tiny chub. And naturally tiny guys are both faster and still champions. Means they're very dangerous and I can't just step on them. Get a coin. This game is 10 years old by this point. You like how he just kind of stopped his assault once he realized he was tiny? I don't think I ever noticed that shrunken enemies are naturally feared. Like they're afraid to come close to the player. And I'll be honest, that's kind of disappointing. Uh, Given how aggressive monsters in Isaac usually are, no matter what their size is, I just can't fathom them having the mental capacity to understand being shrunken. Okay, that was mean. These guys aren't even champion variants. This room's just hard to deal with without getting hit once if you stand stock still. That's a weakness of playing this cautiously. I normally am someone who likes to play the game fast, so I'm kind of out of my element trying to play in such a way that I never get hit. I have been really impressed with God's Flesh here, though. Far more than I would have ever expected. So now my bombs have a chance of damaging me. Which will be really funny if I get the Curse of the Tower with this, because that is almost guaranteed death for me. But we will take the more violent bombs and the +5 bombs. We can use both of those things. And there. So these are spitters. Spitters can't do anything as long as you move it in an L shape. Sometimes they can't do anything in general. If I were a betting man. Dang. Really? Come on, man. So these guys are Mega Bomb Flies. Also, we're playing in the Flooded Caves, which is technically a harder level than usual. There's caves and there are Flooded Caves. Flooded Caves have different enemies and are in general supposed to be more difficult to clear. Look how fast they get. I physically can't catch them. But they don't have that AI normally at all. They don't control their flight paths. It only happens once they're shrunken. I've had to learn more about shrinking enemies during this run than I ever have with Isaac before. Get back here! Monsters. Skeletons. I hate skeletons. At least this early on, these are the most difficult enemy to deal with. That was incredibly satisfying. Okay, this is a problem. The guy with creep is the biggest issue, though. Well, we're now down to half a heart. Lovely. Another enemy that cannot control its own flight path. Normally. One of them is dropping creep, though. Normally these guys are pretty harmless. Well, that's death. Let's see. Wait, no, I start big and then I scale back. Okay. That's how this works. I don't know if you guys can see this while I'm working on it. I made it. Where did it go? There it is. There. Hmm. Seems like a good use of the bomb. We are rewarded with triple bombs and nothing else. I will be missing God's Flesh this run. I was making clearing the rooms much easier than it is normally. It was also making things a lot faster overall. So, we will not be reaching flooded caves that quickly again. Sorry to say. Well, hopefully we don't reach flooded caves again at all. That would be my preference. Those guys can't even control their shots. Completely random where they shoot. If they shoot at all. No. Bum friend. Doesn't really increase our DPS. We might be restarting. I will take that one and that one. Oh, it's a sticky nickel. Oh, you can't take the sticky nickel either, can you, bum friend? I haven't seen this interaction yet. No, you little gremlin, that one's mine. Take your own. You didn't even pay me out for the other coins. Jerk. There's so many coins in there. Isaac's base DPS doesn't do very much against champions. Is that another sticky nickel? Are you gonna give me something, ever? Also, did he try going for the sticky nickel and then realize he couldn't take it? Spelunker hat. So, here's the thing with Spelunker hat. It, does nothing. It gives us a little bit of light, I guess. But, no, this is supposed to show you where secret rooms are on the map. And we don't have a map, so it does nothing. Pin, I'm so happy to see you. You only have the one champion variant. Ow. Honestly, his little helper there is more dangerous than he is. Pin cannot aim. Finn has no idea what he's doing. He just is a force of destruction. Alright, well, this is officially sucked. Not just unofficially. That's death. Alrighty! Thank you, Pin, for putting me out of my misery. Okay. It occurs to me my stream title and the death count might be at odds with one another. This might be the easiest ultra hard room I've ever seen. Including the ones that just spawn with dips. So, analog tiers. Most of the enemies in the game are designed to attack you within the 4 cardinal directions, so if you're able to fire at them asymmetrically, so to speak, a lot better for you. And this does actual nothing. Oh, we got no damage from our treasure rooms this time. That's a gold bomb. That's interesting. And that's an ace of hearts, which we are going to save for a certain kind of room. I don't like this enemy. Because they are also not consistent in their... Well, maybe they are consistent in their shot patterns. But I've never been able to memorize how it works. Oh yeah, we also got the Ace of Hearts, which means that, well, you see, it means nothing, actually. Because while this will clear a room of enemies, we cannot get any heart drops. Yeah, green is the champion variant we want to see the least, overall. Because that makes more guys we have to kill. Anyway, this room gets 0 out of 10 from me. We'll also be blowing up every single pot we see. Actually, why am I even fighting fairly at all? I don't have to. I have gold bombs. I can just do whatever I want. Where's the boss? I'm gonna mess him up. Not pin. Later. So yeah, bombs in combat are pretty good. Alright. We got Cat of Nine Tails, which is a damage up. And it is a significant damage up, I would say. Gold bombs mean a couple things. It means easy boss clears. It means functionally a bunch more resources. It means you'll get every secret room in a floor. And it means that you won't expend any bombs for a floor. There are many benefits to gold bombs. Very high quality unlock, very good to get on your first few floors. Where you don't have as many bombs as you would otherwise. This is neat. Mushrooms. Mushrooms fart. That's their gimmick. And those clouds they make are explosive? No, not those clouds. There are explosive clouds, but they aren't those. We're gonna take this so we can use it to clear another room somewhere. Open that up. This is a sacrifice room. We will be blowing up every skull in here. The skulls often have cards in them. It's actually incredibly good. It's honestly... okay, so if I wanted to, I could play the sack room 3 times. That's not enough to get anything out of it, though. Anyway, I now have Empress. Why don't I just give up? Sometimes, you know? Fighting is hard. Losing is easy. You know what? Losing is easy, and I don't do things the easy way. I never do things the easy way. That's emergency contact. Yeah, it does this. That's what it does. It's an incredibly rare drop, and it doesn't do very much. See, these gold bombs have given us a very different floor 1 than we could have had. We're doing decent on resources. That's Flatworm. I don't believe Flatworm has any downside, so we will be taking it. Secret room? Yep. So, this room's supposed to spawn the Eternal Heart. But we can't have Eternal Hearts or nice things, so it has nothing instead. Anyway, I'm gonna go use that Two of Hearts. Heal myself. Dang. If I had a blank card with that, I would have gone hard. Alright, let's see what we have in the shop. Flatworm, Analog Stick, Cat of 9. Extent. Ooh, that's powerful. Alright, I think we're done with this floor. I appear to have exploded everything I possibly could have. Yeah, gold bombs. Top tier item. Strong recommend unlock. Now we go down the hole. How the heck? How? Oh, right. Because we're doing Excel floor. How are we on pace for boss rush? Chariot's nice. I won't use it on this room because I should never get hit during this room. It just takes forever. These are my least favorite enemy in the entire game. And I'm counting all the ones in the mausoleum in that list. I hate host hats. They're even worse than their flying variants. Because the flying variants, you know, at least stimulate you a little bit by flying around. These guys just suck. I hate them. They're literally the worst. You can't interact with them. They get to set the entire pace of the encounter. They take forever to kill. I just hate them. I despise them. Every fragment of my being. If there's any symbol that... Oh, wow. I really gassed up gold bombs enough that they just gave me 2 of them, huh? If there's a single enemy that I believe demonstrates that Edmund McMillan does not truly care about his players, it would be the hosts. Because they are not a good game experience to me. As someone who enjoys playing things that are difficult. It's not an easy game. But even inside of that, there are things where you want to have a good feel for the game, and they are not a good feel for the game. Right here, we're gonna focus killing as many champions as we can. Then I killed it. Oh, turned into red goop. Let's see. It's kind of funny how much more of a chance the enemies have when they are literally all champions. Granted, I'm also playing as Baseline Isaac, who is, in my opinion, one of the weakest characters in the game, if not the weakest. Maybe Tainted Lazarus is worse. Maybe. Hermit. Free shop entry. Take that. That almost got dangerous. Nada. Cool. I can't imagine not knowing that rocks can allow you to cross gaps with a bomb. Okay, so the shop was up there. Right. You got pills. I'm drowsy is a very powerful pill in the pool. We are happy to see that. That's good, but I already have a deck of cards. So we're actually super happy to see a beggar here. Beggars give health items. Like 70% of the time. Yeah, it does nothing. Because of the curse. And we got Linger Bean. That's not health. Linger Bean's also one of the worst items in the game. Yeah, look at this cloud. I can faintly move for a little while until it disappears. I hate Linger Bean. I like Curse of the Tower more than Linger Bean because that stimulates me more. It entertains me. It frustrates me. It's an item that makes me feel something. Linger Bean does nothing. Linger Bean might as well not even be an item. Oh yeah, technically you can also use gold bombs to travel anywhere you want in the level at any time without having to kill anything. But then you don't get room clear rewards, so not worth it. We appear to have a bit of a conundrum upon our hands. Our fingers. We need... Who has a key for me? You have a key for me? No, you're going to think you're funny. You're not funny. We will take the 2 coins. Any cool rooms we can go inside of here? Your secret room can take you into otherwise locked rooms for free! I don't like angry flies! This is awful! That does nothing! Kind of ironic to see it here, though. Safe to say, this is not going the way I had hoped. Angry fly stonies. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I don't know if there was something I could have done there. It kind of felt like I just had to take that damage. And I had to take champion damage. It couldn't have been an Ultra Challenge room. So the Hierophant spawns 2 soul hearts into the game world. That thing it can't do because it can't spawn hearts. This game. At least we got a key finally. Let's see. Whatever this item is, I'm sure it'll save us. Energy vampires. Get out of here. Give me a room clear reward. Thank you. Thank God for 10 bombs. That is fitting. Thank you, Dip. See what I was saying about dips being more threatening? At least if your brain physically cannot parse them as enemies, you will walk right into them and take damage that way. Alright, now the shop was up here. So that's chaos. Chaos is going to make this even more interesting than it already was, because now not only do we not know what anything is, but now anything can be anything. We could get Holy Mantle from the shop now. Or we could get Curse of the Tower from a treasure room. Sorry about that. I should have set to BRB while that was happening. That's breathe, 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 breathe. Geometry's neat. Anyway, is this where we die? There's a very solid chance. I don't like this room. I want to go on record saying I don't like this room. In fact, anything I can do to avoid that room, I'm gonna do. In fact, I don't have to interact with this room at all, because I have Gold Bomb. That's just one of the privileges they give you. This room was interesting, and then Needle popped up, and it became annoying. Not better than Flatworm. Also, we're really close to death. We got Chaos and Boom on this floor. Oh, right. It also starts doing this after the first floor. I died from pushing monster into myself with a bomb. What a way to go. It makes death count 3. Anyway, I think I decided to contribute some to the death count. Ooh, or should I do it like... That might be more fun. I like that more. Okay. Oh, that was miserable. Could I reroll for better RNG? Probably. The gold bombs were nice, but they weren't taking us to the mountain, so to speak. Oh, I spent my bomb too early. Let's see. Way too early. Oh, this was... They're just powerless, and they're very fast, and... This is the cellar, and the cellar is known to have a lot of spiders, and spiders are much faster than most other first floor enemies. That was pretty good, though. Over here. You jerk. Fruity plum. Doesn't really help us, if I'm being honest. Red flames suck. Maybe they're actually called blood flames? I don't know. Now, who could have predicted that? Lack of bombs is sad. Anyway. We'll give the devil his due. That's kind of the whole point of this game, I guess. Alright, Fruity Plum, you definitely are better than the Duke of Flies. So, that's Samson's Law. It's not terrible. It is kind of bad when I have to fight a few big enemies instead of a bunch of small enemies. And once again, getting my butt kicked by Pin while dealing with his stupid friend. Ultra hard's more like ultra rude, you know? Just want to kick back and enjoy fighting Pin one-on-one, but... Alright, he actually hit me. I will now admit I am terrible at this video game. Just the worst. No skill whatsoever. Pin. Okay. That's placenta. Placenta flips a coin every 30 seconds, I think. And is it flipping a coin? Yes, it flips a coin every 30 seconds. And if you win the coin flip, you regain half a heart. Which means that a run using placenta is theoretically one with infinite HP, given that you give the game infinite time. It'd be a cheesy way to win, but it's a way to win, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. See how things go. We still have nothing in the way of DPS. And we have to deal with things like this. That's not true. Fruity Plum is DPS. So that's a blank card. And yeah, it uses your active item for free. Which is cool, because if you get something like Pandora's Box, then you can open 2 Pandora's Boxes, if I recall correctly. Pretty Plum, you just like me, for real. Free coin and a bomb. Now, do I have a better target for this bomb than 6 pots? seem to recall saying this is the room for the bombs. And I used my bomb too early. And there's more. Another bomb. The key. 2 keys is good. I guess. Not the worst thing. The little guys are more dangerous than the big guys, because the big guys can only hurt you by touching you. The little guys leave creep. I have taken damage in exactly this room before, previously. On an earlier ultra hard run. If my brain could just remember which guys explode into blood shots, this would be easy as pie. Thankfully, placenta is going to trigger several more times over the course of this run. We could open that locked chest. Or we could not. Dang it. Here's the room. So these are false gold rocks. They contain a lot of coins, and they're one of the things you unlock once you've eaten a good chunk of the game. Alright, we have enough for a shop item. I think we're going to take this chest as well. It was worth 2 coins. Probably not worth it. And a troll bomb. Bombs in place of a regular bomb. Whenever you get a troll bomb, it's because the game decided you didn't deserve a regular bomb. By the way. And I'm definitely not stalling to let placenta heal me more. Up or down, chat? Blank card. Blank card is incredibly strong. I honestly don't know how it interacts with question card. I would assume it doesn't. Sticky nickels suck. But they spawn instead of pennies, so... Teleports me to the I Am Error room and destroys both cards. Well, I'll at least try to get something else before that. Although the I Am Error room is pretty useful. That door opening sound effect, that was Curse the Labyrinth triggering. Yep. That's what causes this to happen. So the big name of the game when you're playing Isaac is to not box yourself in. Like I mentioned before, most things can only attack in the 4 cardinal directions. Means you're usually only ever in danger from the 4 cardinal directions. That's just a giant chub. I don't even know if that counts as a champion. Yeah, chubs are without a doubt the bane of my existence doing this challenge. They simply have too much HP. And also, they're small, and I can't pay attention to them, because the game spawns a lot of them at once. And that's how I died to chubs. And that is without a doubt the most shameful death I've had. So what is going on with the death count? What the heck? Well, there goes Placenta Blank card. Chubs are really the bane of my existence here. Well, the bane of my existence is having to do this challenge at all, honestly. But Isaac is an RNG-based game. This is supposed to be the logo of somebody, but I can't remember who it is. I think it's... Nope, I can't remember. Or no. Good for 1 coin. Freeze. Freeze is good when you combine it with stopwatch, because it makes the freeze last longer. It's really good. This is too many jumpers. These guys are not predictable because they cannot target you explicitly. I think they get a little more excited when they're near you, maybe? No, they just jump. They physically can't control their own actions. I think one of the coolest things about the Ascent is that you get to see what their heads look like. You do not get to do otherwise. What are we doing here? So, those repulsors up there are the second most annoying champion type. And on some days, they're worse than the guys that spawn more flies. So, we're currently damageless. Which is good, you want to be damageless in Isaac. There are massive incentives to being so. This is gonna be Red Dingle. I hate Red Dingle. Look at how much HP this guy has. This being has. The thing is, he's just Dingle. And if you're paying attention, Dingle literally can't hurt you. So he just takes longer for no reason. He still only has 2 moves. Spit and run. That's it. That's literally everything he can do. And literally, the 2 moves don't even interact with one another well. His spit makes his run less effective. 0 out of 10 boss. 8 Red Dingle. In Greed mode, he's even more annoying, because the rest of Greed mode is annoying. And he just makes it worse. We got some more coins. We have a shot at clearing the floor damageless. The shot is not a guarantee, granted. As long as I stay away from him. Well, there it goes. So what you really want to do with these flies is bunch them up like this. Then it doesn't really matter how many of them there are. And again, he's kind of banned from summoning more. Means that the fight just boils down to this. And I would argue... we will reach a point eventually where the fact that I only get hit twice during these boss fights means that I'm allowed to win the game. Because that's how Isaac works. Isaac has all of its difficulties front-loaded, pretty much. That's why they introduced boss armor! I got nothing. I'm not doing this. I'll do a lot. I'll put up with a lot in the Pursuit of Streak. I ain't playing with Curse of Darkness turned on by default. It's hard enough. Trust me. So, later, curse. Now, when I'm playing casually, I also will usually skip past burning basements, just because they're hard. I don't need that kind of negative mojo in my life. But everything here is hard, so it really doesn't matter. It's gonna be a challenge, let's make it a challenge, you know? Now, how does that compare to the Curse of the Darkness projection I gave earlier? You see, Curse of the Darkness is worse than the Burning Basement. And it's worse because I have to put up with it in every single room. This is unfair. This is patently unfair. I have no tools. What now? Dingle. Dingle's just worse Dingle. 1, 2... And I call him worse because he can only run twice. Which for me makes him significantly less threatening. Now he does have Meconium in the corners, and Meconiums do help you against bosses. Similar to Red Dangle, he's got a lot of HP, but unlike Red Dangle, he doesn't dash 4 times. He also doesn't neuter himself by summoning red poop that blocks his own dash. Also, I guess he has got a higher shot speed for the most part. But I mean, if this is your idea of peak game design, I'm sorry. This is just annoying to be annoying. Ugh. He will eventually hit me by shooting those dangles up because I don't believe they're on speed. Placement is consistent. There, he's dead. There's, everywhere. Wow. Thanks, game. Super cool. So anyway, that was Dangle damageless. My advice for killing Ragman damageless is... You can't. It's impossible. But actually what you gotta do with this guy is shoot his head, and then when he starts spawning them... Can the champion variant not spawn them? If he can't, then this guy is just literally weaker than regular Ragman. What? I want this guy to fight me most of the time. If I just kept my distance, he wouldn't have been able to hit me at all. Alright, we got a point of luck. Whoop-de-frickin' do. Screw this. I'm pretty sure that this run's going nowhere, so... This is the Ouroboros worm. You might conventionally call it bad, but I like it. I believe it also ups my shot rate, my tier rate. Yes, increases my tier rate range, gives spectral. You just gotta navigate yourself down a little bit. That's all you gotta do. So here's the thing with these burning guys. They constantly take self-damage. They're on fire. Means that just run from them, they will die. The parasite. That's good. We can use that. It's like Cricket's body, but worse. But if you're gonna be like any item in Isaac, you should be like Cricket's body. That functional tears up is crazy. Am I insane? Just curse 11 with me. The fly got me. The dang fly. And I could not thread the needle, I guess. Ugh. I think we're stopping once I hit double digits. To me, I feel like Isaac justifies all of its cruelty with the idea that eventually you will get lucky. The way you beat the game is by playing the game. And whatever amount of skill you... I will say, Isaac is not, like... So I like to play Synthetic, which is another roguelike that most people have not heard of. Because I'm pretty sure its most formal coverage ever was a South Syntac video. But in Synthetic, you don't really depend on the items you get. What matters more than anything else is you and your skill. You can turn almost any weapon into something that functions eventually. But Isaac is not like that, largely. Isaac, you are very dependent on the items that you get, and sometimes your momentum just is not enough. If you have insufficient momentum, you are not doing anything in this game. Because this game does nothing to, I guess, hold your hand. Is that a quarter? Awesome. Now purchase this. There might be options. That is the best options in the game. Can we maybe get another item? Dull Razor? Pill bottle. Take pill bottle. I feel like pill bottle's underrated. Only 10 coins. I mean, yeah, you're gonna eat some bad pills, but once you know what the bad pills are, don't eat them. It's really that simple, and it's a very solid active item. Or, I mean, rather, as an active item, it gives you permanent stat buffs once you've identified the good pills. This is interesting. That's a secret room item. We are kind of getting set up a little bit here, I would say. Wish I could have gotten in here somehow with a bomb, but oh well. Ooh, odd mushroom. Odd mushroom is a big damage up. However, that speed down hurts. I would have rather have had flat mushroom personally. Let's see. My god. That's a small rock, and now we have even less speed. That is a small rock and a quarter on the same first floor. Now this is good luck. However, as previously mentioned, we are very slow, and that has a very real chance of killing us. And Isaac is not a game that guarantees you will be fast. This might be a bad idea. Now we're fine. Why did I even do any of that? I could just bomb my way through. And this is useless. There's another item called Butterbean, which is also useless unless you get this item called Panic Button, and then it becomes the best thing ever. Because Butterbean is a defensive tool. I'm talking all this good shit, but the reality of the situation is that if I get hit, I will die. Hey, options triggered. Attack. Hey, that's cool. Not gonna waste my 2 charges, but that's cool. I can actually kill enemies within a reasonable amount of time. Thread the needle. Blue guys exploded to blood because that's the color of blood when it doesn't have any oxygen in it. Of course. Mini Monstro. Dead Mini Monstro. Got more pots here. No spiders spawned? Wild. I'll admit it, our potluck has not been very good. Potluck. Sack. We'll take the stars for later. That's useful. What do we have here? Eyesore! Is pretty much worthless, but oh well. Gold bomb moment. Yes. So yeah, we kill a regular host in 3 hits currently. Ooh, Hangman or Stars? Hangman's probably the more useful one long term. We have our options already. We shouldn't be hurting for keys or any resource really. It's just how strong options is. Surprise! This can happen. I guess it's not really a surprise. And it tells me the boss fight. That was unfortunate. That's why you never shoot at Gurglings when they're flying. It both makes them faster and harder to predict where they're moving. I know the instinct is always to shoot the Gurgling when it's dashing at you because you don't want it to come toward you. But they are literally designed for your knockback to not work on them. Okay! I guess we're up here now. That's a pill. We want as many pills as we can get so we can get as much pill knowledge as possible. That's Are You a Wizard? It's another way to shoot asymmetrically. It also goes away after a minute. So, any good books lately? I feel like we already found the super secret on this floor. I'm really the Gurglings hit me. Should not have happened. Are I a wizard? Yes, I are a wizard. I still can't believe that the wiki has the reference of that item or that effect or that quote. Absolutely shameless. Like, I was a kid once who watched someone else go cross-eyed and was like, "Are you a wizard? Is that how you can do that?" Like, it's very simple playground banter. Like, come on. That's the gulp pill. There aren't any trinkets on this floor, I don't think. You could try rolling for one in the shop. Seems like kind of a waste of money. Didn't work. No trinkets. We are 2 coins off from getting another item, though. We would have those 2 coins if it weren't for the frickin' restock machine. Taking all my money. I don't think there's anything I can do to gain more resources on this floor. Also, I'm gonna walk face first into that bomb. You know it. The bean. The bean isn't strictly speaking the worst thing in the world. It's a way to kill things with damage over time, which is good. But it's slow. And that's kind of unforgivable. And this gold pill would be good if I had seen more than I think a single trinket in all my runs of Ultra Hard. And up next is a boss that should be physically incapable of hitting me. But I have Eyesore, so maybe things will get interesting. This is Champion Larry Jr. And to kill him, you attack his head and his butt. And nothing else. Because if you attack his head, I believe it damages every section on his body. But yeah, literally headshots are what you want against this guy. Or it just randomly distributes the damage to other parts, I guess. Why am I even doing this? Oh, Larry! I got a devil room! And PJs, which gives me a lot of HP. Interesting. He's offering up a single item for 1 heart, which means it's probably bad. In fact, pretty bad. But I can't hate Jello. Jello will probably sweep any room he's summoned in, so... Oh good, we're back in Flooded Caves. Great. Oh really, I'm super glad to be back here. Just over frickin' joyed. If I get another gold. Did I have some Jello in this room? Probably. Anyway, here's Jello. As long as you're shooting, Jello's shooting. I believe Jello shoots your shots. Makes him a very good turret. Another restock machine. Oh, Isaac, you spoiled me. Yeah, so blowing up shopkeepers, which are what those guys are called, also increases your devil chance. Left or right? I'm feeling right. I was wrong. Unlucky. Who knows? Maybe they're both active items. Also, I'm saving Jello for chub rooms from now on. We live in fear of chub rooms. Because look at them! Look at these... words I want to use. I'm not exactly a clean-mouthed individual. I grew up that way. But the realities of adult life have tidied up that part of my personality, I would say. Okay, this room is hell. This room is hell. This room is absolutely hell. Oh, we cannot deal with this. We cannot physically deal with this. Absolutely impossible. Hate that enemy. That was our nightmare scenario, and the answer would have been to use Hanged Man and hang over one of the holes, but I just do not have the cognitive ability to pull that off. And loop around here again. Well, this is hell. That describes most big rooms in Ultra Hard mode. I mean, they're just all champions. Look at it. That right there was probably the best case scenario. Faded Polaroid. I would like to have a trinket, I guess. Again, we'll probably be good on resources. But, yeah, that one room with the runner absolutely ruined us. That was incredibly unfortunate. I don't have a reason for why that happened. I'm just bad. Alright, time to use Jello on a bus. And then... This is my life. I'm simply too slow. I physically cannot stop this. Jello is my only hope of survival. Now, Jello's a pretty good hope. Don't get me wrong. Good guy. But, like, we're cooked. I think. That one runner room absolutely decimated us. This is fun. I've never had problems with these guys in my life before, so let's see if they are what kills me. I don't even know if I've ever been hit by these guys before. Like, that's how pathetic they are. They're giant targets. They can only shoot in a single direction. And they literally don't aim at you. So... My mod is just freaking out over this whole placement of objects thing. Alright. Time to meet our maker. Our 0.6 speed. Oh my god. I'm gonna die to double Duke of Flies. This is absolutely the worst case scenario. Get him, Jello. Ready to go. That's... Didn't we already... Oh no, that was another run. Garbage. Not HP. No deals. Our life is unending pain and misery. But, if you've been watching for the last 2 hours, you already know that. Lippert cap. I say we do it. One of these could be a full health pill. It won't be. But I can dream. Okay, double tears up's pretty good. But it does not change the reality of the situation. Come on, baby. It can always get worse, huh? Oh, that's pain. That is painful. Also painful is that we haven't found any of the treasure rooms on this floor. That's where our story ends. Probably not. I mean, look at them. They're slow. Pity. They have 6 bagillion HP. So it basically doesn't matter how slow they are. They will reach me and they will shoot me. Or they'll do something like that where he's not even aiming at me. That was close. Let's grab this, I guess. Mark money. You like money. Anything over here? Oh. I lost again. Well! I don't know what to tell you. I didn't expect him to shoot at me, I guess. Add it to the list. That was definitely one of the better starts we've had. But what we lost doing it killed us. Tears Up is good. Fear is... whatever. It's honestly, I think the weakest status effect. Although that was kind of funny. So afraid of me, he ran face first into fire. That's a sticky nickel. Which is an option to use our bomb on. Me forgetting that blue guys explode again. I want that sack. Yeah, fun fact, those guys can't really push bombs. Link. Figures. Yeah, that doesn't do anything to us. That's incredibly strong. For, like, several reasons. Batteries. I need batteries, and I need them yesterday. There's a battery. We now have access to HP. Kind of. I'm not ready to fight the boss yet. Am I? Actually, I might be. Okay. Let's get that sticky nickel, I guess. This is a nightmare. I have no advice on how to avoid these guys. Just kinda, yeah. Vibe, I guess. Vibe, pray, and don't stay in the same place for very long, and don't go into a corner. Well, one of them touched me, so I guess I die. All of that was pointless. I gotta be honest, that's one thing I don't like about Black Hearts. Is that when you do get hit with one of them and it just wipes the room, you're like, why did I put on all that effort, you know? Why did I try so hard when I could have just flung myself face first into the enemy? Ugh. Awful. Here we have more keys and bombs. Anyway, boss time. Are there any boss items that interact with item charge? I don't think there are. Also, this is designed so that you can't get the items above and below it. I don't know why I keep going into the super secret. It's pointless. It will never be anything. Except sadness. Okay, it's Bad Ragman. That's his new name. This is nice down Bad Ragman. Maybe Stinky Ragman, because I don't want to get near him. Find his presence disagreeable. He actually hit me. He doesn't even do champion damage. Why does he exist? That's the other thing with Fear, is that it makes the enemy AI behave differently than usual. Which means you might get hit by things that would not have hit you otherwise. Just spam that yeah move, please. Not going close enough for you to hit me. What do we got? Guppy Scholar. Neato. Pretty Plum. So, Plum is not fun to deal with. Plum has a lot of bullets. However, Plum does have a unique weakness in that knockback affects her much more than most enemies. Why did it spawn too? It wasn't green, I thought. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm awful at this game. Maybe I'm gonna die and lose my SB right after I got it. Maybe I should just give up on killing the little flies because they're harder to kill than Plum is. Plum, you suck. I don't like you. I know you have fans, but I'm not one of them. Now I'm 2/3 of Guppy. On floor 1. Whatever. Neither of these items actually help me. So, I don't know if I'm supposed to be excited about them or not. So, if we take one hit, we die. But if we clear 4 rooms, we live. Anyway, we die. But collar triggers, which keeps us in the game. Hooray. Probably wants to jump face first into that cursed room. So these guys shoot an X in a fork-shaped pattern, I guess I'd call it. Because they're blind. That green one's gonna pop into 2 more. Also, if I get hit by these guys, then I suck at everything. Blue guy's gonna turn into bullets when he dies. This is simply the level we're operating on. Well, honestly, the not having health thing, I would argue, is the least painful part of this process. It's the champions. The champions are so much worse. Because they do double damage, they get extra sources of damage they normally don't have. And they're a lot harder to predict. Which I guess also counts under the sources of damage thing. Haha. Only one of you guys with a champion variant is Envy. At least as far as I know. This is Lust, and Lust gets faster when she gets closer to you. So just literally keep her away at all times. All you gotta do. You do that, she's harmless. She could not hit you with a paper towel. My reward is range down. Thanks, game. Is this going to be the room that ends me? Please let this be the room that ends me. No. Alright. We are still alive. Unfortunately for me. I don't know what level of self-deprecation I'm at. These guys have homing shots. They suck. We don't like them. They can age to kill. And they get knocked back by literally every shot too much. Means that you can't even hit them consistently. Just another one of those tiny ways the game hates you. Come on. Oh, the game took pity on me. It took too long. I hope it does that. I love this thing that can happen. I like that the game has a mechanic that outright tells you your DPS is too low. Try again later. The little one can still shoot at me. I thought I was done with all the ones that can shoot directly at me. Anyway. So purple can randomly pop. Okay. They don't deal with them. But yeah. Really, all I'm doing this for is to warm myself up for my Tainted Lost runs. And Tainted Lazarus. Because, I mean, Tainted Lazarus has to do this with all enemies all the time. It's just how that character functions. I want to see somebody do Ultra Hard as Tainted Lazarus. I don't like this enemy. I don't like this enemy. I don't like that enemy. I just don't like that enemy. It's an annoying enemy. And when there's multiple of them, it's even more annoying. That makes death 8! Streaming is fun because you never know what you're gonna find, or who you're gonna find, or what they're gonna be doing. It also makes sure that the streamer is as locked in as they can be and performing at their best possible level. These are angry flies. Angry flies are fine when they're in rooms like this where you can move. They are an absolute nightmare in rooms where you can't. My eyes just went wide. So this is Isaac's heart. And it changes how the game works completely. So you're no longer protecting yourself. You're now protecting the heart. Means that as long as you can keep the heart away from anything that could damage it, you're fine. Unfortunately, the heart does not move very responsibly. It has a lot of delays in its movement. When I move here, like, it won't move at all if I just walk around it. But for projectiles, I can use Isaac's entire body to block incoming enemies. But for ones that just, physically touch me, you have no defense now. You just have to accept your death. Free latch key. That's point of luck. That's more drops. That'll help a lot more for the course of the game. I believe Isaac's Heart means we can do this for free now as well. Isaac's Heart used to be one of the most powerful items in the game. Then they removed literally everything fun about it, and now it's caught on the guys chasing me. So we get to die painfully and horribly. Because it will not stay with me. Anyway, that was fun. And that's why nobody likes using Isaac's Heart anymore. Because they took away all of the benefits and kept all of the negatives. And now we have flight! Again, doesn't increase my DPS or give me spectral tears. But it does mean I can maybe put the heart on top of some rocks. Which would protect us better than we're currently being protected. I still haven't found the second item room or the shop. This XL floor doesn't even feel that big. So, like, I can put the heart on that rock, and now it'd be physically impossible for them to hit it. It's a cool item. Just wish it was a little bit more spectral tears giving than eternal heart having. So yeah, if you've ever played Jacob and Esau, Isaac's Heart is like you have to endure half of that misery. Because you still gotta deal with dragging a brother around, but the brother in front actually blocks projectiles and stuff. Somewhat justifies their existence. Never lucky. Do I eat that pill just to eat that pill? Fuck down. Whatever, I didn't want that point of luck anyway. I hate that I'm using the heart for DPS. Something about that makes me viscerally upset. More utility. Gotten so much utility. So the D1 is best used with trinkets because as long as you can keep getting charges on it, you can keep generating new trinkets till you get one you want. Like Demon Soaring. Baby Plum. Great. We're cooked. There's simply no way. We have no shot. Like, physically push Plum away. They'll just literally bump into it. No, stop it, Plum! Go away! No, stop it! Bad Plum! You're a bad Plum. They really did make getting HP up hard. Boss items. Dangle. Pretty sure Dangle's gonna destroy us. Because he literally chases you. What poisoned him? I will be actually shocked if we survive this. I can physically push him away from the heart. That's funny. I didn't know that either. No, Dangle, it's my heart. You can't have it. That was mildly funny. Cannot even lie. Rod Petty's good. I will be copying it though with D1 to see if I get something better. Death, you're being real cheeky. Go with the right-handed path. That's decent, I guess. Just take both. Yeah. We got even more utility, chat! Even more utility. It's great. No, really, I love utility. I have no idea what I'm doing with Isaac's heart, I'll be honest. Those plays I was making on Dangle seemed pretty cool. I'd like more of that, I guess. I just need to get into the mentality that I'm a shield, I guess. They are shooting at me and not the heart, which is convenient. If I get screwed by the curse room again, I will be annoyed. Ugh. We have all the utility in the frickin' world. I'm not doing a challenge room right now. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's the death. He absolutely can hit me. Contract from below. Good pill? No, of course it's not a good pill! It's in fact the worst possible pill. Stars will align eventually. It'll happen. Who ordered 6 luck down pills, huh? Well, this is hell. This is my personal hell. Flying enemies that can chase you. That's actually good. You got something actually good. Chat, this room is actually good. I'm happy. For the first time in forever, it feels like. And this room's equally manageable. No, no, do not back up into the heart. Never do that. Alright, so if I put the heart over here, this room should be impossible for me to get damaged in. It will take forever because the chubs have a bagillion HP. But I will survive. Can you imagine if I got a PhD on this floor? A +6 luck. I don't know what bad trip turns into with PhD, but I'm hoping it's full health. Might be... No, it shouldn't be hematasis. Bozo! Bozo's great. Lodestone is also good. We have a luck of 0. We're holding out for PhD, I think. Profit. Needle. Needle who I could not physically allow anywhere near my heart. Uh-oh. One of these is a problem. Lodestone's great. It's basically pseudo-homing. And it also prevents enemy shots from attacking you. We, in fact, got a sale item, which means we can also get the beggar. Or, ooh, a free sack. An Emperor card. Well, that's... Emps? Emps is pretty worthless to us, I would say. Yeah, we have all the utility in the world, but we have no damage. I forgot the heart bursting also knocks back projectiles. Because who would think it does that? I'll leave those now. Another instance where I really wish I had spectral teams, but oh. Who ordered the infinite chubs? Infinite chubs here. Uh-oh. Okay. Frail needles. Right, frail needles. Give me a lot of bombs. See this room? This room is hell. There. But found a way through it. I was given all these bombs to destroy mushrooms. That's my purpose. Gulp? Not gulp. All of my hopes have been dashed. Just paid 5 coins for 2. I think it's on rate. It doesn't feel. Oh. Fire! Hate. 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 Die, jerks. Everything about these enemies makes me violently angry. Only my tears did anything. All the utility in the world won't save you if your health fails. Oh wow, another tears down pill. Thanks, game. You're being so generous. Oh my god, there's another big room. Thankfully, this one's managed, I would say. You know, feed all the DPS towards the giant horde of flies and stay way the hell away from it. Easy. So, flies don't like lodestone. They already buy the sack. On a card? A fool. Fool's not really what we're... And it's another Emperor card. Not good. Not good at all. So I want this side if I can take it. I really want... Am I done with this floor yet? I feel like it took a really long time. That two of hearts. Got a bit of healing. Never secret. I bet it's here though. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. For me, death card. It's not the worst thing. Full of King. Most likely that's HP. Knew it. However, this room is not good for us. And I wasted my bozo drop. This is so many levels of unfortunate bad. Probably all I needed to do was just stand still. But yeah, bozo's great. Especially when it triggers, which is often if you get it to work right. Smart about it. It's got, I think, a 5% chance to create a rainbow poop when you take damage. Very useful. That took forever. My prize. A heart. Health is health, I guess. We're not really keeping pace is the problem. This is another instance of not getting damage. And we've had kind of too many of instances of that thus far in this run. It's Pestilence, specifically the champion variant. He has a lot of HP. I know, I've said that a lot. It's true. Pestilence has a lot of health. It is kind of funny watching him get lodestone to spiders, though. Alright, once his head's popped up, he's... Grab him. He'll die eventually. No man can live forever. Gunning him down constantly. Damage. It's not damage. It's pin. I know there's some other guys here, but no, it's pin. Also, I'm not really afraid of this layout. Again, though, if I just had damage, we would be so solid right now, I feel like. I'm not afraid of these guys at all. We get to go to the depths after this. Swear, Larry, if you wind up being what smacks me. I'll never forgive you as long as I live. Damage! And a speed up. That's actually really good. Finally, value. We found the value we were looking for. Alright, we are now, I would say, chugging along. Secret room feels obvious. And now we have no bombs. We do have a roll on the D1. Anything worth rolling, though? Good roll for another card. Our pill pool is kind of awful. What was over here? More things that are awful. Great. I don't even get to use the charge from this room either. I do like that Lodestone is synergizing with Isaac Hart's pop. That's cool to me. Like that. Give me a nickel. Hell yes. Just have to ask the universe for the things you want. Blue map! Again, not health. Sad. We take Magician. So, we're actually not feeling awful coming out of this floor for a change. Got 4 HP. This is my personal nightmare. Chubb's got to get one more party out of me before I leave. Becomes a full health pill at 1 heart or less. It was a blessing in disguise, and I simply could not recognize it. I am a fool. This bad trip pill, our hopes of this run now reside upon. We're getting decently powerful. More damage up, and I think we have it. I know I sound like a broken record, but I cannot stress enough how important damage up is. We passed the 20-minute mark, I guess. That a while. On an earlier run, this room did way too much damage. Embarrassing amount of damage. I think the game knows that. This is why it's making me suffer. No turret's gonna have champion variants. Please just let me kill him. don't like this enemy. Can go around it. Look at them all. I would bomb them, but I don't feel like I need to with Lodestone active. Interesting sound. Is that a slot machine? One of the skeletons managed to escape. Wait, why are they skeletons also champion variant? I don't like that. I don't like this enemy because they go from weak and useless to smacking you with a bone at Mach 2. Oh, that was close. That was also close. I physically cannot tell where this enemy is. There he is. And now I've lost him again. There he is. Visible enemies. Not fun. Don't care for them. This is a hell. No. I guess if I just can remove the jumpers, it wouldn't be that bad. It's just a matter of use the heart's knockback. I can't believe he didn't take damage right there. I don't know what caused that. To me, it was a champion. Ooh, a skeleton baby. Good. Oh, this is nightmare. This is lock-in time. I had a run ended to these guys. Lusty blood. That's actually damage. Actually, a lot of damage. Really good item. Check this out. Watch how much my damage goes up as I kill these sick men. It's half a point. Half a point. Half a point. We have actual damage now. Only it lasted for the floor. Greed. You have no idea how underwhelmed I am to see you. Well, you took my shop from me. You managed to hit me once. But your hits don't even matter, because they're half a heart. Only full heart damage matters. If you know anything, Greed. Greed. Guess this is where we... Actually, shops are now pointless, though. Thanks, Greed. Which means this money is going straight into that slot machine, baby. Always the best use of money, if you ask me. That wasn't a champion. Don't you lie to me. Well, that's half of an exploit. Yeah, so glitter bombs. Glitter bombs are cool. Might even be able to do something cool with them. Another enemy that physically charges into you. Unexpected. I don't like specters. Like specters. See, bombs can spawn bombs.
Glitter bombs are incredibly powerful. But sometimes they do spawn nothing. I'm actually fast enough to deal with these guys now. And seeing one of them isn't just an instant game over. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, this might be game. We have we have lusty blood, which means we have actual damage now. Means I no longer have to be terrified of giant rooms. Just have to be, you know, regularly afraid of them. Bruh. Yeah, agree with that, man. The green turret's a lot more dangerous than the other two. And these guys are gonna explode into both blood and explode. So, be aware of that. I don't even know what hit me or how I was hit. It looked for all the world like Isaac forgot that Isaac's heart was active. I must have gotten shot from behind me or something. I don't know. Well, our items on this floor were good. I won't lie. Another fun mechanic about Isaac is that your tears get thicker the more damage you. Great, we now have a lot of bombs. So we'll be using. Wait, have I mentioned lodestone is neat? Because lodestone is amazing. Oh, that's grand. Actually, that might... No. No, because my hitbox doesn't get any bigger. Which means that I can't block any more bullets than I was before with my body. What am I hoping for out of these skulls? I don't know. Black rune's interesting. But it's also kind of useless. Because... I have no idea what's... I guess I could use it here, though. The video ever saw. We're getting it pinned in with this kind of... Now I can use this and convert everything in the... Can't lose my pill. Pill is my lifeline. This pill is what's going to take me to the womb, at least. Okay, now, here's what we can do. Make a whopping 4 flies. They don't scale the value of the items used. And really, why not? Why don't they scale the value of the items used? Would that be so bad? That truly destroy everything? Okay, so like, I'm pretty sure these guys can't hit us. Because I'm smart. Green. It's actually a pretty cool room. Isaac's Heart also lets you walk on top of fire. Okay, anyway, go for 5. 5. Hide. Not what I expected. Eagles. Eagles are bad. Oh, these. Okay, excuse my language, but I have not forgotten what they did to me. I'm not enthused to see them back. Oh, I know what I should be doing. Realized all at once that this room is what killed me in my last good run. This is the same room. And I don't think we're going to get out of here cleanly. And in fact, I don't think it's physically possible to get out of here cleanly because all these guys work. Can't even kill them when I want to. Putting a bead on them is not enough! If I get out of here with only this much in damage, I will be happy. This room really is our worst case scenario. There's nothing I can do to protect the heart from them. So right before I entered that room, I had the thought that I can use the D1 on my bad trip pill and get infinite bad trip pills. And then it was that room, and if I didn't use it, I would have died. And that's the sad truth. So anyway, secret room here, clearly. Secret rooms here, clearly. Never miss. I get 2 slot machines, so when I get $1 from one, I can spend it on the other. Also, yes, we are doing this. I'm sorry. I don't think this is technically good content, but it's what I feel I need to do here. If I can get another undrowsy pill, I can secure. Now a coin. But granted, we have very little luck. But luck doesn't affect getting items from the slot machine. Only affects if it pays out or not. Is that a gold bomb? We have infinite items! Good news, chat. I can rig the game. And we're doing that. The game has presented me a break. I feel like I should end the stream, maybe. Because this is not going to be good content. This is just going to be me running around with glitter bombs for the next, like, hour. Till I have 30 full health pills. Infinite money. Yeah. Not going to be good content. That's what I'm saying. Now, the existence of the skulls in the Isaac's heart does complicate. Hoping for a bunch of batteries. The whole having 0 luck thing will hopefully also be remedied by this. Fortune card. Yes, this is a very classic break. Brought to me by one of my favorite streamers. Grapefruit. But yeah, doing this we can get judgment cards, which gives us access to the beggar's item pool. Yeah. Pretty much, I should be able to convert this into a win eventually. I wonder if contract from below affects their drop chance.
I found pills.
Sure did, buddy. Still pulling for bad trip pills. May as well look for in this. Maybe I don't have more reverse arcana cards unlocked. I've got a few. Not as many as I could have. I do wonder if the payout on glitter bombs was patched to Repentance Plus. To make it as inconvenient as possible. But I'm used to that. I watched somebody complete their entire collection page using Tainted Cane yesterday. And they refused to just get a mod that gives death certificate on start instead because quote unquote I want to play fair. Which is the first and only time I've ever heard Tainted Cane described as fair. Yeah, it definitely reduces the drop rate after a certain number of payouts. That's fine. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. I wonder if it actually can reach 0. At the very least, I can pull it. Maybe just like swing things up. Uh-oh. Not in fight mode. Glitter bomb mode. It could also be that they're paying out with hearts, and I pay out with hearts. So yeah, this room might be my own personal hell. There's a distinct possibility that when I die, this is what I'm gonna have to deal with forever. We need to pop that immediately. Oh! Ah! This is too stressful. Yeah, this room sucks, by the way. Everything about this room was awful. And I hate hosts. And if I didn't hate hosts before, I hate them even more now. But I did hate them before, actually. So, it's nothing new. Hatred for them is long documented. Is that a library? I didn't think special rooms could spawn. Huh. Damn, he's not lodestoned anymore. Not stoned any longer. Ooh, speed up pills is pretty cool. What we got here? Useless. Do I want Book of Shadows? Maybe. mean, it's a battery. Still pills in the pool. I haven't seen it. Speed ups are good because speed up. The faster we are, the faster the heart is. We'll take Book of Shadows. Other way, we might live long. Although I don't know if Book of Shadows even works with Isaac's heart. We're going to take a quick research break. Um. Ares' invincibility does not extend to the heart, but I don't see anything about Armor of Shadows. Holy Mantle does apply to the heart. Yes, it does pass over. If we got Nodleaf, that would also be a good break. But I'm pretty sure our chances of getting it are gone. There was another big room left. I don't like that. I don't like that there are 3 of these. The priestess. What is going on? A lodestone to hand. The game just didn't know how to deal with that. It's all of them, right? I can't believe there's more of this floor left. I guess I'm happy because that means there's more stuff for me to blow up. That's probably hard to carry around. We exploded already. Yeah, they must have fixed glitter bombs. But anyway. And while I could blow up these blue flames, it would serve functionally no purpose. Anyway, time to play the slots. $1. Or PSM. PSM. Yeah, $1. The irony here. I can taste it. PSM glitter bombs, huh? 1% chance for green game.
Wheel of Fortune.
They really did save the Wheel of Fortune card with that 1% chance, didn't they? Great. So PSM has a much higher pay rate. Thanks, Ramsey. Glad to hear it. Would most likely get help from somebody else for that, though. Another unidentified pill.
Range up.
I guess range is good.
Hematemesis.
Well, that's the worst case scenario.
Range up.
No bad trip to Where's Armor of Shadows? Well, I'm pretty sure the run just died to hematesis. It's incredibly sad. I mean, I guess I could try to force the glitter bombs to pay out something. But yeah, it looks like they were patched. Which, like, I get why people are upset about that now. Because this is a mean game. Yep. Yes, they did in fact scale it back. They can only drop 63 items per floor now. Well, I think I can handle this without the book. Not a particularly hard boss, so to speak. Also just pop back and forth and shoot lasers. Lasers are kind of annoying. Oh, but this variant can shoot them horizontally. Anyway, good game! Friggin' hematemesis. Look at me and my flatstone. I don't have Isaac's heart anymore. I'm gonna forget that fact. So, flatstone is a very cool item with a lot of strong synergies. But it does basically nothing by itself. Nancy bombs. They're like glitter bombs, but worse. I don't know what I'm expecting. Did I say I died to Isaac's heart there? No, I think it helped more than it hurt. There are some rooms I am simply not good enough to deal with yet. That's sad truth. I'm having to deprogram my brain from playing with Isaac's heart, though. Yeah, I don't really care for any of this. Bundle of resources. We also lost Lusty Blood, which means we don't have damage again, which is sad. Even when we had damage, it's still taking forever to... Thanks, purple guy. Hate you. Flaming red champion giant. Awesome. So, Nancy bombs apply 3 random bomb effects to every bomb you toss. But there's only something like 13 or 14 bomb effects per game, I think. The chances of you getting glitter is decently high. We'll have to double check the math. I think that Nancy can actually have any number of effects. We just, based on my personal observation, is what it looks like it is. Is there a real reason for me to not fight the boss? I don't know. He's gonna explode into blood when he dies. Flaming guy's gonna explode into flaming guy when he dies. Or his friggin' head will pop. Riveting gameplay, it must be said. And then on top of all of this, I get to fight ultra hard bosses. Didn't even make it to the wall. I have flight and everything. It's a done deal. Keep forgetting I don't have Isaac's heart anymore. T-Rag, man. Dead. Blood Clot is sometimes a damage up. It's Red Dingle! Most unthreatening champion ever made. Thanks, Edmund. No, really, everybody loves this boss. Trust me. An enemy that relies on you to have lapses in concentration is not a good enemy. In fact, a bad enemy. It's meat. I like meat. It's a weak damage up, but it is a damage up. I like those. Hunting for 2 more coins. That'll do it though. Going right on my, let's go left. Eraser's interesting to me here. Do you have any rooms with enemies left in them? Is there any way I can cause a fly or a spider to... Can I erase spike blocks? Or, you know. So did you know that Book of Virtues with the eraser is dumb? Like, really? Really dumb? It's incredibly powerful. Red Dingle is dead. Has been slain by yours truly. That's better than the eraser, though. We actually have damage this time and stuff. Great. Can I erase spikes? I have words for what happened right there, and the one I'm most excited to share is damn it! No way. You know what? No. Yeah, let me take out an enemy that dealt me damage and killed me. No. Raw. I kind of love how its cries are deepened. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch. I don't mind those guys as much as hosts. Because hosts don't move. Those guys do move. I need to keep track of. Somehow that's less annoying to me. Alright. We got the clot, we got meat. I don't think they physically can explode into anything good. But we're in actual caves this time and not flooded caves. Neat change of pace. He died as I got hit.
Are you a wizard?
That doesn't look quite right to me. I guess meat keeps my eyes in place and our wizard moves them. Anyway. I wonder what movies are playing in theaters right now. Haha, they got deleted. Thanks, Eraser. Oh, this is exciting. Really, really exciting. This is where my story ends. Yeah, I'm unlocking. I don't care about this run as much as the one that I lost. With this SB, it will be only keeping me in the game for longer. It should probably stop. Can't fly anymore. On the other hand, I need the experience, man. Seriously need the EXP. It's gonna be these two. It's this vain hope of survival. The relic. Literally useless. It'd be such a good run if I could just spawn health. I thought I deleted you guys. But I only deleted your most annoying variant. That sucks. We're looking for the shop. There's the shop. Okay. And this shop has borderline nothing in it. Anyway, I wanna get my Tainted Lost clears already, because that was fun. Although that might have only happened because it was mixed with scatter bombs. There's so many cool bomb synergies you never see because, like, he willingly chooses to play with bombs. But they're there. The game accounts for them. Also, there's no bomb-based character, which I always thought was weird. Like, there's Tainted Blue Baby, I guess. But they really struggle to call him bomb-based. He has bombs. He can use them more than anybody else can. It's not really, like, his thing. His thing is just being an asymmetrical tactical game. That was fun. Entertainment. That's what I would call that. Hey, we got enough for a shop item. A prize, so to speak. What do we got here? We got Chaos again. And Chaos dropped a bunch of stuff for some reason. 2 strength cards, they are. This is a 2 of clubs. Chaos is now in effect, which is probably good. What's going on with my face? Don't look very happy. Okay. Rated album is annoying. But it's in a larger arena, so it's less annoying. Also, I didn't realize Ovum had friendly fire. That's neat. Can I make him shoot his bigger half? Guess not. Up here. Odd mushroom. Tears up and damage down. Like, its tears way up. Okay. That's significant damage increase. What was I supposed to do there? Huh? A vain and pointless question, but really, what was I supposed to do there? These aren't even cave bosses. Frickin' basement bosses. Just poisoning them. There. Keep it go. There we go. We have actual damage now. Really impressive, honestly. That's a lot of deals. Grabs. I wonder how many of them are actives. He really won't give me a 2-part deal, though. Right, chaos is in effect. That's why he's offering so many. And I'm literally getting trolled. Did I just pull the trigger? It's actually all active items. Eat my entire brain. Oops, all actives. Unbelievable. Oh, we made it back to depths again, so at least we're doing that consistently. Even if I'm not the happiest about how we're going about it. Anyway, bye. And that's it. Thanks for joining me here today. I sure hope no one else ever gets 3 consecutive active items off of Chaos. That wasn't fun. And Samson's kind of awful. No. Thank you all for joining me today, and let's send you all over to, I guess, Relay. I like Relay. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and have a good rest of your Saturday.